Chapter 15, Lord of the Dead. "So this is where you wanted to take me?" Hector asked, peering up at the imposing white marble statue of Hades, which stared back at them impassively. The very sight of it gave him chills. They stood in the town square's little park, shrouded by leafy trees and surrounded by the statues of the Greek gods. In a certain light, the statues appeared so lifelike that it almost felt like the gods were watching them, and not very happily. Hector glanced over at Zeus. The god looked regal on his throne and clutched a lightning bolt in his hand. My brothers can be super annoying, Hector thought, but I'd never imprison any of them in the underworld. He wondered what Hades had done to make Zeus so angry. From what he knew, the Greek gods always seemed to have a lot of family drama going on, not unlike the reality TV shows that his mother loved. Dad pretended to find his mom's shows annoying, but he was always glued to the screen when he thought nobody was looking. "Well, isn't this where you said it started?" May said, gazing up at the Hades statue. "The demons brought you here. You said the statue came to life, right?" she added, circling it slowly and studying it. "And Hades started talking to you?" She ran her hands over the smooth marble surface, searching for clues. Hades' frozen face peered down at them, unmoving. Hector felt a jolt of fear, remembering how the statue's yellow eyes had popped open, and his head ignited with bright blue flames. Hector half expected the statue to come to life again, just like it did that fateful night. But the statue remained still. "Yeah," he said nervously. "And well, he's kind of scary. Not sure it's a good idea to bother him." "Hey, knock, knock!" May called out, ignoring Hector's warning and rapping on the statue. "Anybody home? Yo, Lord of the Dead, wake up! We want to talk to you!" I think he prefers God of the Underworld," Hector quipped. "Scary God dude, whatever," May said, rolling her eyes. She knocked on the marble again. "You in there?" Hector braced himself for Hades to awaken, but nothing happened. The statue didn't move. The eyes didn't light up. The hair didn't ignite. While May inspected it further, Hector snapped pictures of Hades, as well as the other statues in the park. He caught his lens drifting to May, capturing some candid pics of her. "Well, it seems like a normal statue to me," May said finally, stumped. She bit her lower lip. "Or he doesn't want to talk to us." Hector lowered his camera, feeling both disappointed and relieved. They retreated to a park bench, where they shared some snacks that Hector kept stowed in his camera bag. "Got any other ideas?" he asked. He wasn't sure what he was hoping they'd find, but he hoped it'd be something that would help. "Let me see the pictures you took," May said, popping a peanut butter cracker into her mouth. "Maybe there's a clue if we look closer." Hector pulled up the images that he snapped of Hades on the digital screen. They flicked through them, inspecting the different angles. Hades' frozen face flashed across the digital screen, then suddenly, the camera started acting up. It started to turn warm. Do you feel that?" Hector said, pulling May's hand to touch it. "Ouch!" she said, yelping and yanking it back. "Maybe the battery's overheating. Try turning it off." But then, something about the image of Hades changed. Its eyes lit up with searing yellow light. "What's happening?" May said, jumping back in fear. But Hector couldn't look away. The camera stayed locked in his grip, as if glued to his hands, or more like melted into them. It grew hotter, burning his palms. "Ouch, it's burning me! Put the camera down," May said. "Hurry up, drop it! I'm trying, but I can't let go," Hector managed, wincing in pain. "My hands are stuck to it." Suddenly, the Hades statue came to life in the picture, gnashing his pointy teeth and snarling at them. His voice boomed out. "The Zeus cups belong to me!" Smoke started drifting out of the camera's lens, stinging their eyes and making them cough. Then suddenly, red flames surged out of the camera's screen at their faces. "Hurry, turn it off," May yelled. "I can't." The flames seared his face, making his cheeks burn, while the camera singed his hands. May finally lunged toward him and hit the power button, then pulled her hand back to shake it out as if burned. The flames and smoke vanished, retracting into the camera almost as if sucked into a flue as the screen went dark. Hector dropped the camera onto the bench and stared at the black screen. His heart thumped, and his breath came in staccato bursts, like when he snapped rapid-fire pictures. His hands still tingled and felt hot from the camera burning them, but they were quickly returning to normal. "What was that?" Hector said, struggling to catch his breath. "I have no idea," May said. "But wow, you weren't kidding. That Hades dude isn't very friendly." "Wait, you could see all that?" Hector said, the last few intense moments finally coming into focus for him. "The smoke, the fire, Hades coming to life?" Yeah," May said. "You're right. He's kind of scary." Actually, scary doesn't do him justice. I'd say more like mega scary, terrifying, petrifying. "And you can hear him too?" Hector said, excited. "Yeah, he wants the Zeus cup pretty bad," May said with wide eyes. He sounded angry too. "Wow, I feel so much better," Hector said, exhaling in relief. "Better?" May said. "How could you possibly feel better? You've managed to enrage the Lord of the Dead. I'd say that's a pretty bad situation." "I know, but you can see and hear it too," Hector said excitedly. "At least I'm not losing it. Nobody else can see him. At least not my family." "Well, I wouldn't blame you for losing it," May said. "An ancient, mega scary Greek god dude is haunting you. I'd be going a little nuts too, if I were you." Hector touched the camera. It still felt warm, but it had cooled off a bit. It looked completely normal, though, which made no sense at all. It had basically burst into flames 2 minutes ago, yet it was completely intact. "What do you think it means?" he asked, glancing at May. She chewed her lower lip thoughtfully. "Somebody doesn't want us snooping around his statue," he said, sounding concerned. Her gaze flicked over to Hades. "What do you think he doesn't want us to know?"